I'm Camila Moran. I'm a junior at Draw Academy.
Awesome. Thank you. So what happened that made you realize that you needed our service?
What made me realize that I needed your service was that I had been with many gaps in geometry, and I took Algebra 1 in quarantine, which made me forget a lot of things. And also my PSAT score was not it.
It was not it.
It was not it.
It wasn't it, guys.
Mm.
When you say it wasn't it, I mean, everything is relative, right? Why wasn't it for you, right? Like, what were your goals that required it to be higher?
The math, I was taking like a 480. I was taking Algebra 2 in sophomore year, and I didn't think that a 480 was what represented me.
Okay.
I knew I could do better.
But aside from that, right? Like, why was it a problem for you to have a 480 in the math?
The universities wouldn't see my score, and I was getting a lot of stress with my score,
And what kind of scores do you know what kind of scores that they usually require?
like 1,340 or higher.
Right. Okay, so basically you needed like, and if it's 1340 or higher, like your math probably has to be like if you're even split, right? Your math would need to be like 650, 700 or something like that, right? At
Yeah.
least. So basically you got your score back for the PSAT and you were kind of like, all right, I'm not there. Do you feel like the score you got on the PSAT reflects how you do in math in general and in school or no?
No, I feel like the SAT just has its tricks, and I knew the math, I just didn't know exactly what they were asking me for. And with Piece of Pie, it helped me clear everything up. And when I saw a question, I knew what to do.
Nice. So I mean, you would say like this year you're in pre-cal, right?
Yeah,
So you would even say that like you're pretty solid at math, right?
yeah. I've always been like a year advanced
Right.
in math.
Actually, I think pre-cal, no, yeah, it's a year advance. Okay, cool. So basically, it's like in school you do fine. The test is just covering stuff that they worded it weird. They do word it weird.
Yes, and I could also say it was the time. I wasn't finishing in the time. And with the practice exams, like it helped me a lot.
Got you. All right, cool. And would you say like we were talking about earlier, that maybe there was some stuff that you hadn't seen in a while, right? That you
Like
needed
geometry.
refreshing?
Geometry, Algebra 1, even Algebra 2, like I didn't know that one.
And then obviously I was gonna ask you like how you heard about us, but I already know your brother did the course.
Yeah, I answered that question like that. Like I was like my brother.
Yeah. But still coming in, what was your expectation of the virtual group learning environment?
At the beginning, I knew it was gonna be interactive because of all the Instagram posts, but when I experienced it, it actually exceeded my expectations, and it was fun. I wasn't sleepy at all. I answered every question, and it was also like competitive. Like you wanted to be first and you wanted to get the right answer. And if you didn't get the right answer, your tutor could explain you everything you did wrong.
Cool. So it was very different than COVID.
Yes, a lot.
It was COVID a disaster.
It was a disaster.
Oh, that's awesome. Um, how so okay, if another student asked you, how would you describe the service to them? Like what should they know?
They should know that they will have to work hard and they have to put in all the work because that's what they're gonna see at the end. If you put in your 100%, your score is gonna improve a lot and your stress will definitely reduce.
But if you don't put in 100%.
Then then you won't see scores. And also what I will tell them is to take as many practice exams as possible because it will help you. The day of the test, you will feel like you're taking a practice exam at home because Piece of Pie provides you with everything. You just have to do it and
And
try your
yeah,
best.
there's like the the worksheets, the class, but then there's where you were saying that like really got you comfortable was taking a ton of practice tests.
Yeah. I get really nervous with a test, really nervous. And when I got to the math portion, I was I was chill because of all I took 27 practice exams. Like I knew what was coming.
Yeah, bro. You already knew like you could already guess the questions, bro. That's the key, man. I feel like people try to find these crazy shortcuts. And then I asked them like, well, how many practice tests did you take to prepare? And they're like, oh, like 3. And I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, bro.
No, her brother told her that, Cami, the key to be successful with in the SAT, the math portion, is to do as many practice tests as you can. When Oscar took the course, he did 14 practice tests.
Yeah,
Probably that was like the maximum that you had at that time. I don't know.
probably. Yeah, maybe,
Probably,
we
yeah.
had more now.
Yeah, because you know what? That was Oscar before he went party. Hey, you gotta do one practice test. He cannot leave to party if he didn't do a practice test. With Camila, I didn't have that problem
No,
because
like my friends would tell me like you're crazy, you're not gonna go out. I'm like, I don't care. Like I could go out like in a month.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's what I tell people. Every time I'm having these calls with people, right? And I ask them like, okay, so like how much time do you have to like study? And they're like, oh, well, let me think. And then they'll be like, okay, well, I come home and then I have the gym and then I have schoolwork and then like, oh, I probably have like an hour a day. And I'm like, okay, cool. What about on Friday after school? What do you do? Oh, I mean, I have hang out with my friends. Oh, okay. So
No,
what
but
about
like from I what I did on Fridays, as soon as I got out of school, like I started doing the work. Maybe I went out Friday, but like if I couldn't go out because of the homework, I wasn't gonna make a big deal out of it. I was like, okay, whatever.
no,
I
and
mean,
I
yeah.
told
Like it's I would only think it's only until December. And
yeah,
then
yeah. And the thing is that I told you when we did the first interview with Camila, I told you, hey, Renan, she's gonna do like at least 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. And I know that Camila did at least 2 hours a day. And her
Yeah.
best friend was on her birthday, best friend, and they keep calling her, hey, Camila, are you coming to my? No, I need to study. I need to my practices. Don't worry. After I finish this, I'm gonna go with you, hang out. We're
no,
gonna
it was
do
like
it.
a Wednesday. No, I had tutoring, and I went to her birthday like at 9:30. I was like, I'll go, but let me go to the tutoring.
That's what's up. And that's what I think a lot of people aren't willing to do. It's so there you go. You said I asked you what you should tell the students, and you said it all there, bro. It's it's not just it's not just putting in like the work, it's like no, you put in the work and you
Yeah,
gotta sacrifice.
I told Camila Nunez she just got in this course like January,
Good recommendation.
and
Yeah.
I was like, Camila, be ready. But she's with she's in pre-com with me.
She,
We have
she
the
does
same
everything,
period.
bro. Was there anything about the course that you thought was like the most helpful? Like aside from the practice test, anything else that you thought helped you more than the others?
I mean the videos. I'm a very visual learner. Like I love to see videos, and it helped me a lot. Like you explained really good. I felt like you were like literally in the Zoom. We were in the Zoom and we were talking, and I was doing the videos. Like
That's
I,
crazy.
I thought I was having a conversation with you. I
And
know.
I forget about that, right? Because I'm not the teacher,
Yeah.
and but whenever I talk to you guys, like in these meetings or whatever, it feels like you guys have been like it still feels like you guys know who I am,
Yeah.
and it's like no shit, Renan. They watched all your videos. Like the guy
Yeah.
was, I was
Cody
there.
too. Cody too. I liked your videos. So like
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get more like different people, obviously, as much as possible. Um, but that's because you watched like every video.
yeah.
If you were watching Cody's videos, that
Everything.
means that you were watching like the lectures again. Like I
The
had you.
lectures, I would hear the students. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, bro. There you go, guys. Put in the work. So listen, put in the work, right? It's a lot of work, whatever you got to sacrifice. But at the end of the day,
It's worth it. It
right?
pays off.
On that note, what result did, we help you get ultimately, like your final score and the total improvement?
My final score for math was 700, and I was able to improve 220 points
That's crazy. 480 to 700.
to 700.
So that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, there you go. So people ask, how do I go up 220 points? I'm like, well, here it is, guys. There we go. Camila will explain to you. Take piece of pie, 2 hours a day. Don't go out on Friday nights.
Take 27 practice exams.
27 practice exams. And you good.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the end of the day, that is what it is, man. Like it's not easy. It's really not. But I mean,
It's
technically,
not, but after you feel good. You feel like you accomplished something, and which I did, but
you accomplished a lot.
No,
And watch.
for me, the important part of this is not only the score that she got on the SAT, but also the confidence that she has gained in math. It's incredible. It's another person after the course. Camila is another person in math. She feels confident. She dominates radicals. She dominates everything.
like no, like before I would ask my dad for everything, like for every single homework, and right now, like I've been doing pretty good. I'm doing it by myself.
Self-teaching right now.
Well, you did so much of it with the course too. A big part of it is watching the videos. And I mean, obviously, I don't know, like if you have to do that, but for pre-cal, but you realize that you can teach yourself more than you think.
Yes.
With the right like resources or whatever. So that's great.
Definitely.
And what has this result meant for you, or like enabled you to do?
It has definitely reduced my stress, and I feel so much better. And I definitely feel it's worth it for everyone to take that course because it will help. At the end, you'll see and you will love your improvement.
I was gonna ask Oscar, how would you describe it? The last question: how would you describe the service to another parent? Like, what should they know?
Definitely, Renan, a piece of pipe as a service that if the parents can make the effort and give that to their kids, they should do it. This is my second time taking or having my daughter with first my son, my older son Oscar, then Camila, and it's incredible how the way that they feel so comfortable, the way that I didn't think that doing a course online were going to keep them so focused. And it's incredible. 4 hours, 4 hours and a half, and the attention, they pay attention and they don't get distracted with anything. That's incredible to do, to have that type of situation for me that I also teach to students. It's incredible. And my recommendation for all the parents, and I know that I have a lot of friends that I tell them if your kid wants to improve on math, hey, don't even doubt it. Go to Piece of Pie, tell Renan that you're coming from Oscar, and you're gonna have an excellent results. For me, you're one of the best academies for SAT preparation in the whole nation, because I have been checking all other academies, and first the cost is way higher. The cost is way higher, and the results that you get, I see the reviews, they're not the same. So when you put in a balance, the price and the results that you get is the best formula. The best equation of SAT has it piece of pie. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it.
Nice. I like that. The best equation. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, price versus result. Definitely piece of pies. I put it number one. It's A1. The service is A1. Not only you as like the head of this organization, but all your team. You have an excellent team. I know that that requires a lot of effort and compromises on the team. When you're focused on those variables, that's gonna be a real success in everything.
I appreciate the words.
No, no, and you know that it for me, the way that Oscar talks about you and now Camila, for me, it's great. It's awesome. So that's why I recommend you. When I see somebody that their kid are struggling, hey, call this guy. Tell him that you're coming from, you're referred by Oscar Moran. Yeah, that's it.
That's great. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And it gets me hyped, you know, when I hear that, I'm like, it gets me more motivated to keep every day, you know, keep
No, no,
improving.
keep
Yeah.
improving, keep improving. Renan. You know what? I have my third kid, 12 years old, and he's gonna do it with you.
Oh
So
yeah, my
yeah,
little brother's in 6th grade, and he's like, "Wow, when
when
Oscar just goes," and I'm like, "He's in
hey,
6th grade. Like, why are
hey,
you thinking
in
of that?"
6th grade, and he talks about Renan like if he knows you, that you're his friend.
What?
Yeah, he's 12th grade. He's 12 years old. He's in 6th grade on their academy. He's good at math, but he tells Papi, when it's my turn to piece of pie, Papi, you're gonna be on piece of pie, because he tells your name. No, Renan, a piece of pie, and he's only 12 years old. So that is how piece of pie in this house is really motivated to all the family members.
Well, thank you, man. That gave me a little bit more energy to keep building. That's
Yeah.
every day. And by the time he's in the court, I don't even know at that point it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, no, he'll do it. He'll do it. He'll do it.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. That was really good. I can't thank you guys enough for coming on today. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Yeah,
Peace.
see you later. Okay, see you. Bye.